everyone, welcome back. So today I'm doing my Tom Ford collection. Now I have blushes, lipsticks, cream eyeshadows, eyeliner, lip gloss, eyeshadow palettes. I have a whole array of products from the Tom Ford line. I know it's a very pricey line, so I wanted to kind of go over some hits or misses within the line, or just swatches so that you can see some of the blushes, some of the eyeshadow palettes, what are my favorites within the line, what are the products that I recommend if you're wanting to get something from like lipsticks or blushes or, you know, eyeshadows. So I just thought it would be helpful, and I've gotten a lot of requests to do like some collection videos. So I just wanted to start with this, and I've been meaning to do it. It's been sitting in this room waiting for me to dive in and show you guys some of my collection. So we're just gonna get into it, and I'm gonna kind of start by saying this. These are the mini lipsticks from the lip, I think this is called the Lips and Boy. I forget what it's called, but maybe it says it on here. No. But these are the smaller size lipsticks, and I do have a full swatch video on these lipsticks, so I will leave that link down below if you're interested in seeing a collection of these particular lipsticks. So I'm not really going to go over them too much, but I will leave that video link down below, so if you're interested you can check that out. Those I believe were limited edition, but they did come out with some recent colors to their line, and I think some of them were repeat or like the bigger size of those, because those are smaller. Let me just show you, these are smaller than the typical Tom Ford lipstick, which is this size right here. So since we're starting with lipsticks, I have a few. I have 5 to show you. First of all, the packaging is just absolutely stunning. Square packaging. It has the Tom Ford logo on top. They feel heavy and nice, just very beautifully packaged lipsticks. They better be, because they are $50 each, which is insane and very expensive and ridiculous, quite frankly. Why do I have 5? I don't know. I do love the formula, very opaque formula, wears for a really long time, so the formula is really great. The first color, which is what I have on underneath a lip gloss today, is 13 Blush Nude. This is a beautiful pale pinky nude shade. Again, just like an everyday color. This is a color that if you are a nude lover, you will love this color on you. It's just really nice, has enough pink in it, has enough peach in it. I think it's very wearable. It is very light, but I love this shade. The next color that I wanted to show you was Nude Vanilla, or Nude Vanille. This is a very, very pale nude. I don't think that this looks good on me. It's more of a peach, less of a pink, and it's just very, very light. This would probably be one, if I had to repurchase again, I wouldn't repurchase, just because I think I definitely need like a lip liner or something else with this. This isn't a throw on your lips color, and for that reason, if I have to work too hard at it, I don't need it in a $50 lipstick form. So although the color is beautiful, it's just very, very pale, even for me. This next color is one of my favorites, and this is called Pink Dusk. It is a color I would highly recommend. A little bit darker than the 2 previous that I showed, a lot more pink to it. Very, very beautiful. Again, opaque, creamy, really nice. Tom Ford lipsticks don't really have a scent. This one has a little bit more of a vanilla scent than any of the other lipsticks that I own. This is just my favorite color. This color is a gorgeous color, especially in the fall. It's called Bruised Plum. It's just super duper beautiful. I love it. It has like enough of a burgundy, but it's bright enough. It's just a really easy and wearable color. So if you're looking for a really great fall lipstick, I do recommend this one. And the last one is called Sable Smoke. This one is not my favorite, quite honestly. It has a funny scent to it, one that smells like it was actually old. I know that sounds weird, and I wish I could just send it back, because it just doesn't smell like it's good still. But that is the color right there. It's like a really deeper peach nude. And yeah, it smells like it's been gone bad. Just smells like a very like plasticky lipstick. So I'm sure that it's just like but it smelled like that the minute that I got it in the mail. So I don't know if it's just this particular one, or but like it keeps me from wearing that color, honestly. But it's a beautiful color, but this is the one that I just don't wear because of the scent of it. I need to return it. I know I do, because they would exchange it in a heartbeat. Since we're talking about lipsticks, I wanted to move on to the glosses, and this is a one regret that I have. This is the lip gloss in the shade Naked. It's number 10. This was the same, it's like Ultra Shine Lip Gloss is what it's called. This was the same amount of money as a lipstick for a gloss, which is a product I regret buying. I should have included this in the video that I just recently filmed in products I regret. This just, it doesn't really have a scent. This is just a really light, pale nude. I just don't really love it. The formula is a little bit sticky, and I just don't think it's worth $50. They do have a really nice deep plum shade that would pair really well with the Bruised Plum lipstick. I wish I would have gotten that one, but again, I think $50 is way too much to spend on a lip gloss. Like, I just deeply regret that I did that. But it's just a very pale peachy nude, a very dupeable color. Okay, moving on to some eye products. I do have two of their cream shadows. These are called their Cream Color for Eyes. Now, I purchased one of them in Platinum, and I was in love. This is an incredible shade. Charlotte Tilbury has some cream eyeshadows that remind me a little bit of the same consistency. These are more wet. Like, they're not stiff at all. They're more of a wet, like a real cream product. And this color is just gorgeous. It's just like a taupey shade. It has some sheen to it. It's just beautiful all over the lid. This is a perfect like one and done type shade. I really, really like this, and I do think that this particular product is worth the money, especially for someone who's looking for a really great everyday eyeshadow. This has a little bit of a brown, more brownie taupe to it, so it has like a slight bronze in it, and a slight, it's like that middle tone neutral shade, so I really like the color Platinum. The other one that I have is called Spice, and this is definitely a bronze shade. It's really beautiful. Again, these blend out beautifully. They're just so pigmented and creamy. This is, I mean, that was just one little dip in, and you see how opaque that is with color. So that is the color Spice, and it's just a gorgeous rich bronze shade. Both of those I have no regrets over purchasing, and I think they're both really, really great cream eyeshadows, especially if you're looking for something to wear on an everyday basis. Okay, moving along, I have the Eye Defining Pen. This is a liquid eyeliner. It was told to me to be one of the best. I like this, but I like a lot of my other eyeliners just as much. But what I will say about this is it has it like goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Probably had this 6 months, and it just doesn't dry up. It's still just as creamy. It has two different ends. One is a little bit longer than the other. You can get real nice accuracy with it. The formula is very, very black. This is the shorter side. It's very, very fine and precise. Perfect for someone who is really a first timer at liquid eyeliner, because this just gives a really nice accuracy to your liner. Perfect for a little kitten wing. So I really do like this. I just have a few other from the drugstore that are really great pens, so it's hard to justify spending the money, but when you look at how long this lasts, it is kind of worth it on that front. I purchased this because of my friend Liz from Miss Liz Hart. She recommended it, and I believe she had hers for like a year, and it was still going strong, still saturated with color and pigment, and went on smooth. And so in that aspect, when I was thinking about how much money it was versus not having to replace it for a year, I was like sold. So I've really been pleased with it. Okay, sticking with eyes, I have 3 different eyeshadow palettes, and they are quads. I'm gonna start with the 2 that I love and recommend, and then I do have one that I would skip. So the two that I love and recommend, the first one is just most amazing colors ever. I just can't even describe the colors. They look like they're going to be basic. They are so beautiful. When you put them on the eyes all together, this is just the perfect combination, and I love it. Every single time I wear this, I get compliments, and I'm just like so pleased with spending the money. These are rather expensive. I believe they're around the $70-something range, which is insane for a quad, but you're paying for packaging, you're paying for the quality of the shades. So in all of the quads, there are typically this shade up here is more of like a sparkle shade that you kind of tap on top of the eyeshadow. So it looks like it's, I mean, even so, it's super pigmented. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. It's so pretty, and it's just got copper and gold. It's just one of the most beautiful shades ever, and with the rest of these, it's just beautiful. And then you have this like highlight shade right here. These are all so buttery and smooth, and I just love the way they apply. This is like a light golden shade. I love it. And then this bronze shade right here. And then there's this like deeper, almost like purple shade. So you just wouldn't think that like these eyeshadows all completely go to, I mean, I guess you would think, but it's just, they look maybe like they're basic, but they're not. Like once you put them on your eye and you start blending them in, they're amazing. So Cognac Sable, definitely hands down my favorite. I purchased that on recommendation of my friend Natalie from Flower Bomb 31. She always has the best recommendations, and she raved about that palette for years. So finally I picked it up, and I was so glad. Definitely do not regret it. I think that if you are looking to purchase one palette from Tom Ford, that one is unique and beautiful and everyday wearable. It's perfect. The other one that I really love, and I'm so glad I purchased it, it's very basic, but I can't say enough about the quality, the way that they blend. It's just beautiful, and that is Coco Mirage. This palette is, so let me just really quickly show you that it has the gold Tom Ford. They're like reflective, almost like maroon packaging. This one, again, is basic. It looks basic, but it's, I hate calling it basic because that's so mean because it's so beautiful. But this one just has, again, very everyday wearable colors. This is like a bronze shade. It has a little bit of a satin, but the rest of these are matte. So we have like a deeper dark chocolate brown, a medium brown, and then a cream like bone white shade. That's just one swatch. These shades are just extremely pigmented and beautiful. I just can't say enough about them. This one isn't showing up on my hand, but it's so, they're just so pigmented and beautiful, and just the way that they blend out, like, I just can't tell you, like, they blend out when I'm trying to like blend them on my hand. It just looks so good on the eye, and I think I took this to IMATS, and it was like the only thing that I wore all weekend because it was just so perfect. Now for the quad that I regret, and I just don't think it's worth the money. This is Nude Dip. This quad was so ranted and raved about. It was actually limited edition for the holiday, and they brought it back out because it was so raved about. This just has so many, they're all like that, almost like an extra dimension type. They're all like lid shades, and it's beautiful when you swatch it. It really is. But when I'm applying it to my eyes, I don't think it's anything special. It's just like, these are 3 lid shades, and then this is like an outer corner shade. There's no transitions. It's just, it's too expensive for what it is, and I feel like I have other eyeshadows that I could get the same effect with. So you see, these are all just very, very similar light shades, and then a darker shade, and they're all that same color. When I apply them on the eyes, this particular quad just feels dry to me. It just feels like it doesn't blend as well as I would want it to, and all the shades kind of just blend together, and I'm like, what did I even do on my lid? So for that reason, I'm out. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody said in my latest video, like when I said for that reason, they wanted me to say I'm out like Shark Tank, but that's what I want to say for this. For that reason, I'm out, because this is just too expensive for what you kind of get with it. So I don't recommend this one. Okay, last category is blushes, and I do believe I have all of them. I think I have all in the permanent line. I love the Tom Ford blushes. Tom Ford and Charlotte Tilbury have my favorite formula of blushes. They're creamy, they're pigmented, they blend really beautifully. However, there are a few within the ones that I have that I don't think are as special as some of them. So I will note those, but let's just get to swatching. I'm gonna start out with my favorite color, my like baby. This is called Ravish. If you get one thing, get this. It's beautiful. It is like the perfect color on your cheeks. It has that almost reddish tone to it. It has a bronze to it. It has a peach to it. It's gorgeous. It just gives your face life. I wore this and everyone was asking me to dupe it. I tried. There's nothing like it. The formula is perfect. The color is perfect. Honestly, I can't dupe it. It's so incredible that it's unlike anything else. It almost has like a pink duochrome to it. You can't even see, but it almost has like this pink color to it. It's like a pinky, orangey, beautiful. It gives your face life. It makes you look natural, like it, because it has that reddish pinkish tone to it. It just gives your face that lit within glow. This color is to die for, and this is my #1 recommendation. If you're looking to pick up one Tom Ford blush, I would say get Ravish. Next color is called Frantic Pink. This is one that I think you could skip on. It's a little bit light. It's like a peachy pink. It's just very pale, and I just don't find that it packs the same punch that some of the other blushes do. I find you really have to build it up. If you're very, very fair skinned, you might just love this, but as you see, it has like a sheen to it, but it takes a little bit of building up, and you have to be very, very pale to really enjoy this blush. Even as pale as I am, this is just one that I don't reach for. So for that, I just think that this isn't worth it. Or as they say in Shark Tank, for that, I'm out. This color is called Love Lust, and it is a little bit like, that was a light pink. This is almost like a light peach. This has a little bit more pigmentation to it. I think it's a little bit more wearable. Again, this isn't one that I gravitate towards a ton because it is so light. But it's just creamy and beautiful, and it gives that really nice glow to the cheeks, a really nice peachy glow. It's beautiful, but it wouldn't be one that I would say if you're gonna get one blush. I wouldn't say do this one. I would obviously say do Ravish, but still it's pretty. I would repurchase it, but it just isn't, I don't think it's as unique as some of the others. Okay, this color is called Savage. Doesn't that name just sound everything? This is like a bronzy, almost like, I don't know, like a rose bronze shade. This is beautiful. Even on dark skin, this would be beautiful. I like it on my skin because just a little bit goes a long way. Again, kind of like Ravish, this is a little bit darker, a little bit more of like a cocoa color to it. It's just so beautiful. I love this one. Again, a really gorgeous shade. I do highly recommend this one. Next up is Flush. This shade is amazing. This looks like it would be scary, but when you put it on your cheeks, it really gives your face that natural flush. It's super bright and pigmented. Look at how it's like almost like a flamingo, like bright corally shade, but it is just beautiful. It really looks intimidating. You think, no way, but when you put this on your cheeks, it really gives that just really nice, fresh like healthy look to your cheeks. I love this color. Definitely think between Ravish and this one. I would say these two are my favorite. The last color is the shade Wicked. This is a very, very beautiful pink shade. As you can see, it's like almost as a duochrome. I think that MAC's Dolly Mix blush is very, very similar to this. But this is just beautiful. I went on a mad hunt for this blush. I bought it for myself for my birthday. It is a beautiful pink shade with a sheen to it. I just love it. It's just a really nice pink color. If you're looking for a great deeper pink blush, this is perfect. But again, MAC's Dolly Mix is very similar, so I don't know if I would spend the money on it, but the quality is amazing. So again, that one is Wicked. Beautiful pink shade. Okay, that wraps it up for my Tom Ford makeup collection. I hope you guys enjoyed or found it helpful to see some swatches. And just here are some of my recommendations throughout the line. If you guys have some products from Tom Ford that you're absolutely loving, leave them down below. I always like to hear what people's favorites are, and as well as other people who are reading the comments down below, they would like to see what other people like as well. It's like a community, so I always say it's like a community here, so just like use the comments section as our little community board where we can put all of our ideas down. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.